Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really appreciate you taking some time out to be here with me. I know it is very difficult sometimes to even use the restroom, so I really appreciate it. I want to be very respectful of your time, so I'm hoping to stay within the 30 minutes and pack in as much information as I can that is helpful for you. So hopefully I don't squirrel off too much. But um, but if you don't know me already, my name is Soul Angel, and I am a mom of identical twin girls. They are 12 years old now, and I am not a doctor. I'm not a medical professional. Nothing I'm going to tell you here today or anything that I present to you is intended to heal, cure, or treat any disease or illnesses or anything like that. Our bodies are the most amazing instruments ever created. And by giving our bodies what it needs and what it uses to work to the best it can is just what we need to start doing. So again, I am a mom of twins. They are 12 years old now. 4 years ago, they were diagnosed on the autism spectrum disorder. Let me try that again, because now all the acronyms come in. So my girls were diagnosed about 4 years ago on the autism spectrum. On the autism spectrum, they were diagnosed with ODD, oppositional defiant disorder, ADHD. They have two different types of ADD. One is very inattentive. She loses her focus if her pencil's sparkly. So I always have to try to keep her engaged. And my other daughter is more of the hyperactive. If she likes a topic, she can sit for hours and hours and hours. And if you interrupt her, good luck. But if she does not like the topic, it's difficult sometimes. So she's just a little more hyperactive in that. And they're identical twins, so go figure. And then about 8 months after they were diagnosed with those things, they were diagnosed with PTSD. So as you can imagine, it's been quite a journey for us. They were born also 2.5 months early at 2.5 pounds and 3.5 pounds. And so they were in the NICU for quite some time. Early on, I knew that they were going to need a little bit more care. I was completely conditioned to, when they got out of the hospital, because they were so sick. First of all, if it wasn't for the medicine and the medical staff and the doctors and the surgeons and Miami Children's Hospital, which is now Nicholas, if it wasn't for them, my babies would not be alive today. So I'm very grateful for all the things that medicines and the people and all those things have done for my girls. But when I came out, I was conditioned because I was so scared that my babies were going to get sick again. I over-sterilized, bleach everything, Lysol. I had cans and cans and cans of Lysol everywhere. I'm Cuban American, so Fabuloso and bleach was our aromas of the home, and that's the way it was. Everyone had to over sterilize their hands, all that stuff. So I was just conditioned that way, and of course I did it out of love. But over time, I noticed that my daughters have issues: the eye contact, the tippy toes, the tantrums, the disconnect, certain things like that. It wasn't until they were 9, because they are high functioning and they can fully communicate, that they were diagnosed. I took them out of school when they were in the first grade because they had so many issues. Although they were getting tested for gifted, they were getting called to the principal's office, and they were running out of school, and they were screaming and they were yelling, and so I decided at that time to start homeschooling them. So I homeschooled them from the first grade until the 5th grade. And if anybody wants to talk to me about those years, feel free. I have a lot of fun stories to tell you. And I'm not a teacher. I never studied it. I didn't know what I was doing. I just pulled them out of school because I saw them crumbling. So it wasn't until about 9 years old that I got them diagnosed, because it was just so many things. And the diagnosis came out, And about right after the diagnosis, I knew that medicine was right on the forefront. And so a friend of mine recommended oils. And when I talk about oils and when people say, oh, they've changed my life, and it's really dramatic. And I know when you meet an oiler, I know we're really obsessive when we talk about it. And I've learned to like calm down a little bit so people don't think I'm crazy. But it has changed our life. And it's not, yes, the oils and using them and the results that we've gotten from them, but it's what it's opened our world to, especially special needs parents. Yeah, I realized so many things as far as what my daughters were being exposed to. So I bought the kit. I started using all the oils on my daughters and diffusing, but it wasn't until I started getting the toxins out of my home, physically removing and changing and switching out harmful toxic chemicals which were making their symptoms worse. That's when I really started to see big changes with the oils, because the oils can do so much. But if you're constantly exposing your children to certain things, or yourself, because we're all getting illnesses, if you're constantly exposing all of you guys and your home and your pets and your quality of air in your house to all these things, you don't stand a chance, whether you're using medicines or whether you're doing holistic foods and all that stuff. They all go hand in hand, because our body is what cures us. Our body is what heals us. Our body was created to get rid of the nasty, but our poor bodies cannot do it anymore on their own. They need help because we're exposing them. So I'm going to go right into the oils. I just want to start talking about the oils. And then again, towards the end, you'll see that, yes, it's the oils. Yes, it's the supplements that really, really need to start using on your child, whether they have special needs or not. But you also got to start seeing and start understanding that you're going to have to start Googling what you have in your house and start seeing for yourself all those chemicals that you cannot pronounce are harmful for your body. And you need to start bringing things in that are healthy for your body, that are supporting your body while cleaning it, while washing your hair, while putting on deodorant, while brushing your teeth, while cooking your food, while breathing the air. You need to do things that are going to support the daily. You can't do what happens when you leave your house. You can't help change the atmosphere or anything that's in your children's schools, but you can change what's in your home. You buy your locks, you buy your video cameras to put outside, you buy your alarms to protect your family, but you need to start not bringing in toxic, harmful chemicals in your home. And essential oils is the key to replacing and removing and ditching a lot of the nasty. And then with that comes the support that the oils do and the wonderful things that they do in your body. So without further ado, I'm going to go right into sharing my screen and starting to talk about what essential oils are and why purity is important, where you get them, and things like that. Again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical professional. None of this is going to heal your children or cure them or anything like that. It's just information for you to start realizing, if you're not already using essential oils, how you need them in your home. You need to start putting in their home, whether one by one and throwing them on cotton balls everywhere, or by just getting a whole kit and just getting a lot of things out at once, or just going on, however you want to do it. There's always a way to start. And I'm not a doctor. I have had personal testimonies. I know personal testimonies of people. I've been doing this for almost 4 years now. I'm an avid researcher. I Google everything from when my girls were in the NICU and what they were doing and what they were telling me my girls had. I was always Googling it and being ready for the good, the bad, and the ugly. But I highly recommend you listen to everything that I'm saying, but go ahead and go further, and take that knowledge in your hands and do it, because I can't change what I expose my children to in the Clorox and the bleach and the Lysol, which I know, had a foot into certain things. So I can't change that, and I can't beat myself up about that, but I can inform others. I can tell other mothers. I can tell their fathers, other families, whether you have kids or not, or dogs. You know, I can just sit there and talk my brains off so that someone else won't be using toxic chemicals, and then my job is done. So that's why I do all these videos that you see. That's why I'm always talking about oils, because I'm very passionate about it, more so because I want to do my girls justice in the sense that, you know, I want to inform people of my miseducation in certain things. So what are essential oils? And I'm going to run through these really quickly. Feel free to reach out to me to get a copy of this. Because I don't want to post any of this, but if you want a copy, I will gladly send it to you. What are essential oils? Essential oils are the lifeblood of the plant. They are highly concentrated. Let me make sure this is still recording. Okay. Essential oils are the lifeblood of the plant. So it's basically the blood of the plant, like the blood, what blood does for us, the essential oil, it does for the plant. They are highly concentrated phytochemicals and are extracted by using steam distillation, resin tapping, or cold pressing. Depending on what they're doing, like lemon, they use a lemon rind, and if you were to steam distill it, it would damage it. So they cold press it to get the most beneficial constituents out of it for our bodies. And resin tapping is when you have, you know, any type of resin like frankincense. Every cell in the body will be impacted in 20 minutes after using essential oils. They even pass through the blood-brain barrier. Go ahead and Google that, blood-brain barrier. Barely anything passes the blood-brain barrier. If you have a brain tumor, a cancerous brain tumor, chemotherapy cannot break the brain-blood barrier. It's a tongue twister. So just so you know, essential oils can do that. So it's a pretty interesting. Essential oils help eliminate toxins from your body and home. When diffusing, they increase negative ions in the air while inhibiting bacterial growth. They also help in increasing atmospheric oxygen. Atmospheric oxygen, you can relate that to when someone's sick in the hospital and you bring them a plant. The plant is giving them oxygen, helping them to breathe. So if you take a diffuser with oils, you're doing 10 times more beneficial things for them while they're in the hospital. But it's just so you can get an idea. And what negative ions are, so when you diffuse, you're increasing negative ions in the air. You can relate that to maybe going to the beach. If they were to cover your eyes, plug your nose and cover your ears, you would still feel calm at the beach because the water is percolating and it's adding negative ions into the air, which makes you feel calmer. In about a week or so, we're going to have a full moon. A full moon adds positive ions into the atmosphere, so everything feels a little bit more electrified. So there is truth to the crazy people come out during the full moon. It's just because everybody's a little bit more being activated with positive ions. So that's just so you can get an idea of what, you know, what having a diffuser in your home will do, or a water feature. It's adding negative ions in the air to calm people, to calm the atmosphere. And if you add oils, it's extra bonus. It promotes healthy emotional wellness, relaxation, and a clear mind. It helps support the different systems of the body as well as your cells. It also is an extremely powerful antioxidant, and you can Google essential oils and how beneficial they are. Now, why Young Living? There are oils all over the place, from Target to Walmart to the dollar store to Amazon. Everywhere you go, you're going to see essential oils. And when I started, actually when I was curious about essential oils, my friend recommended Young Living, but I did my own research. I love my friends, but when someone recommends something that I'm going to be putting on my children and exposing them to, I want to do my own research. So I started looking up essential oils, all different types of things, and Young Living always came to the top. And finally, after doing all my research and Young Living always coming to the top and my friends highly recommending it and seeing people's testimonies of it, I went in and I went with Young Living. And I am the happiest person because I know I've been to the convention, I've been to the farms, I've seen Gary Young, I've seen firsthand their practices. I've witnessed the foundation in action where they're helping sex trafficking victims. They're helping impoverished different communities. They are an amazing, amazing company, and it is my privilege not only to be selling these amazing, pure, 100% therapeutic grade essential oils, but I am more than happy to be working with a company that just gives back, that they are beyond organic. They don't just use no pesticides. They reuse what they just distilled, all the leftover parts, in order to keep the bugs away. Their wheat farming is unbelievable because they bring their wheat to the front and they bundle it up. So, I mean, their practices are so old world. Their seeds are heirloom seeds. Go ahead, Google that. But this is why I chose Young Living, and I continue to choose Young Living. And I highly recommend Young Living to everybody. So very passionate about Young Living, as you can see. But here are some more reasons why. They've been producing the finest quality oils for over 20 years. They're at their 25-year anniversary. And they have the highest, I mean, the greatest selection of oils, more than any other company. They have single oils and blends, over 300, I think they have. And products, I don't even know how much they have now. I think it's 1,000 now or more. Young Living uses the finest production practices in the industry. Very important. Please understand, this is important. They distill once at low temperatures and pressures using chemical-free water and medicinal-grade stainless steel distillers. That is all extremely important because everything gets passed on to the oils, whether you're not using a stainless steel distillery, if you're not using certain temperatures. Young Living harvests, waits at a certain time to harvest different crops, because that's when the most beneficial time of the essential oil has reached the top of the plant. So it's very important the way things are distilled, how they're harvested, when they're harvested, and what mechanisms they're using, like the chemical-free water and things like that. Young Living is the only essential oil company in the world that has their seed to seal. They're in charge of the whole process, from the seed in the ground to the seal on the bottle. Then it comes to you. No one else is involved, only when they're testing their product with third-party testing agencies and things like that. So, but that's to be tested to make sure that they have the top grade, most beneficial constituents. If a crop is off by even a little bit in its therapeutic grade nature, they will throw away the crop or use that crop to, again, kill the bugs or anything like that, but they will not sell it. And that's why sometimes some oils may go out of stock because they do not compromise the integrity of their crop, because their oils are important to them. Hence 25 years in the business. Anyone can visit the farms. I've been there. You can show up. They will not close their doors. They will show you everything. They will show you the distillers. You can help in the process. They have farms all over the world, and they're all the same. Very important, because you know exactly where things are coming from, and you can see it with your own eyes. They own their own farms or co-own their own farms. Very important. They know everything that's going on. As far as the industry standards, they meet all and beat all industry AFNOR and ISO standards, which are subjected to isotopic ratio mass spectrometry analysis, which determines whether a particular essential oil is naturally sourced or synthetic. So we have all our testing, we have all that stuff. So if anyone ever says, oh, but the cinnamon was synthetic in a batch from long ago, they will supply with scientific testing to back up anything in purity and all that stuff, because that is their integrity, and that's what they stand behind. So not all essential oils are the same. That's why there is a price difference. It's a big, big difference. So you don't want to buy frankincense oil for $5. You don't want to do that. Frankincense oil can only be sourced in Oman, in the Middle East, from the boswellia tree. So that doesn't cost $5 to do that. That whole process is a very intricate process, and then bringing it over. So how can we use our essential oils? So going to special needs, my daughters, they have everything. They've had everything from sensitive palate, where they're gagging with food. I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but they if they see a fork with food on it, they'll gag, and we have to leave the restaurant. We've learned how to handle those situations. We've learned how to guide around it. So I understand how difficult it is to get them to put on essential oils, to get them to eat their supplements, to get them to even eat foods that are not the same food every single day. But consistency is key, whether you're trying to therapy through a situation, whether you're trying to get them to put a new oil on or diffuse a new oil, whether you're trying to get the supplement in their applesauce or their yogurt. It's not 100%, people. I give them these supplements and I put on the oils. I diffuse every single day. That I do every day, so they're exposed every single day. Now that I put it on them, the same exact oils every day, I have my go-to, and when I see something's going on, I'll switch them up and almost like my own little chemistry set. I'll go ahead and do that. But they don't take their supplements every day. It's like an 85%. I try my best to what comes into this home is as best as possible, because I want to help them. So cleaning products, toothpaste, all that stuff is a given, But as far as using the oils, you try your best. There's 3 different ways that you can use Young Living oils. Don't go to Target, buy lemon oil and put it in your water after you see this class. These are only Young Living essential oils. You can use them aromatically, topically, and you can ingest them. Yes, you can ingest them. My daughters ingest lemon oil in the morning with me. I make warm water with lemon oil so I can get my organs running and start the detox process just to get going the whole day. And I'll give them a few sips off of mine. Because if I give them a whole cup, they're going to say, no, I don't want it. But I try to get them, because even if they take 1 sip, I know that's good. That's lemon oil in there. They probably just got a little bit. And there's some warm water in there that's oxygenating their body. So you just try to do it that way. So yes, you can ingest it. Aromatically, like I said, you can put it in a diffuser, a few drops. You can blend in your diffuser. You don't just have to put lavender. You can put lavender and stress away. Put 2 drops of one drop of the other. You can make your scent, which is, I have the funnest with that. You can put a drop in your hands, or you can put a drop in your kids' hands. You can put it on the collar. Some days my daughters don't want me to touch them. So I'll drop frankincense on their head while I'm walking by, or I'll throw it from afar and hope it gets on them so that they can be breathing it in. I'll rub it on their collar. I'll put it on the bottom of their socks before at nighttime, so they don't even see me doing it when they put on their socks in the morning. You can get creative, just be consistent. Easiest way is diffuse. You can put a few drops on cotton balls, throw it in their underwear drawer, throw it in their book bag. You can put it in your car vent. You can put it in your AC vent. You can put it in the garbage can. Some citrus fresh on a cotton ball in your garbage can. It smells great. So aromatically, it's endless. I use my hair as a diffuser because I don't use perfume anymore. So I use lavender every single day in my hair, and it's a diffuser. It's making my hair look healthier, helping it grow. But it's also diffusing, so I can smell my lavender. And people, because I sweat a lot, will smell me nice as well. So those are different ways. You can smell directly from the bottle. If your kid's having a little bit of a meltdown, if you can get them to hold a bottle and just smell right out of it, that's golden. So you just be creative. You do what you got to do. Topically. So again, Young Living oils, you can apply them topically to your skin. I recommend, if you're starting out, or if you have children, to use a carrier oil. A carrier oil is exactly what it sounds like. It carries around the oil to a larger surface, or it carries it around so it doesn't get absorbed so quickly. And a carrier oil can be anything from olive oil, coconut oil, avocado oil, almond oil, any fatty oil from a seed or anything like that just doesn't get absorbed quickly. And that replaces anything from any type of Vicks vapor rub at night. You get coconut oil and eucalyptus, you have your Vicks. Just any massage. If your kids like massage, and you can put some lavender oil with a nice massage with coconut oil, and you can go ahead and massage them to relax them, or on their feet. You want to dilute, again, always for babies and children. Always try the feet first if you like, if they allow you to, because it's the safest. It's the Vita Flex point, so your bottom of your feet is connected to every single organ in your body. So don't think because it's on the feet, it's not doing what it needs to do. You can try and test it out. Put peppermint on the bottom of your feet, and after about 10 minutes or to me, it's even sooner. But after a few minutes, you're going to start tasting peppermint in your mouth. It's really cool, really neat, and you can go ahead and try that. It's really awesome. But of course, it has to be Young Living because it's the most beneficial, has the most therapeutic constituents in it. You can make another way you can use topically. You can add it to your shampoo, non-toxic shampoo, your hair care products, your skin products. I add frankincense to all my face products. I put frankincense directly on my face. I also rub it across my daughter's forehead every day before going to school. So I drop it on their head and I put it on their forehead when they let me. When I started out, I use every oil neat and I layer it. But when I started out, I used to make rollers. A roller is just a little roller bottle that comes with a silver little ball at the end. And you put your drops of oils, you mix up your oils in there, you add your carrier oil, and then you just roll it on them. And so all the oils, which I'll be talking about shortly, are in that one roller bottle. And you can just use that one bottle daily on the feet, on the ankles, on the wrists, wherever, and it makes it a lot easier, especially when you're starting out. The other way, again, only Young Living essential oils, you can ingest them. One drop of lemon oil is the same as 4 lemon rinds. So that's how highly concentrated it is. You can ingest them directly from the bottle. I do not suggest your children do this. My girls are 12. We've been using them for 4 years. So I do have them drop either thieves or peppermint on their thumb, and they put it on the roof of their mouth. But they're 12, and these girls already have been hardcore through me, and their bodies can handle it. But you can put a drop under your tongue if you're an adult, peppermint or anything like that. Again, you can put it on your thumb or for your mouth. You can put it in veggie capsules for any adults if your kids like to swallow capsules. My girls I've taught them how to swallow things, again, because they have sensitive palates and taste gross them out sometimes, especially if it's very strong. So I've taught them how to swallow pills and capsules. You can put for your children, again, this is what I did I did this a lot with their supplements. I would hide it in their food. So you can use these essential oils in cooking and baking, in hot and cold beverages, in smoothies, in their applesauce, in yogurt. You can hide it in their mashed potatoes. If you put it in water or anything liquid, make sure you use a glass or stainless steel container only, always, with these oils, because they will eat through the glass or any container. So you can get creative, hide it in things. The supplements, again, I used to hide them all before the girls. I showed them how to, eat them and swallow them. How fast do these oils work? Extremely fast. In 22 seconds, the oil molecules reach the brain. In 2 minutes, they're found in the bloodstream. And in 20 minutes, they impact every single cell in the body. It's amazing. Just by diffusing people, it's amazing how you can help your children. It's unbelievable. And yourselves. I'm going to quickly go through these top 10 oils for special needs. I don't use all of these oils, but I will point out those ones I specifically use for my children, and that I know a lot of other people have used. The other ones on this list are included because they have been proven beneficial, testimonials for these oils. So feel free to look more into each one of these on your own. Google them, Pinterest them, however you like. But the first one on the list is common sense. And luckily, a lot of these oils are named very appropriately for you to figure out what they're for. So common sense helps you out exactly with that. I haven't specifically used this oil, but I know some adults and their children have found a lot of progress with this oil. So it helps with sensory regulation, and it helps a part of our brain where our reasoning and decision making stems from. So maybe during test time, this would be a good one to use, or when they're doing homework. Now, the next one I use specifically for me. I probably use it lately. It's been a few times a month, but usually once a month when I need a little extra clarity and grounding. As a special needs mom, as a special needs parent, it's very difficult. You're tested and pushed to limits that you didn't know you had. And so a lot of times you just need to reconnect with your purpose, reconnect with why we were chosen to be their parent, and how you were chosen specifically to help them and to take care of them and to guide them. And everything you're doing, I have no idea what I'm doing most of the time. So, I need grounding every once in a while just to refocus. So my grounding is my spa moment time. I'll diffuse it. I'll put it on topically. I'll put a few other oils too, but grounding really helps to reflect well on what your purpose needs to be. So again, you can transition that onto any children that are struggling in that area. You can use that. Valor, you need valor. Highly recommended on this list. It's one of the ones I highly recommend. I use it every day, all day. I used it before even coming on here because I get very nervous talking in front of crowds and just talking. It's just hard. And it's just, I need a little bit more of valiant support. So that's what this does. It helps give you a little bit more confidence boost. It doesn't make you feel like Superman. It doesn't make me feel like turning over cars and saving the world. But it makes me feel cool. It makes me feel, all right, I got this. I'm still nervous, but I can do this. It's an interesting sensation, and it's wonderful. I use it for my daughter's anxiety and stress. I put it back here all the time. It smells delicious. It helps with feelings of confidence, adjustment to change. Highly recommended for any kids that are struggling with just change. My Sophia hates change. She doesn't like things like that. From when she was little, I would take her from the park, and she would cry for hours because she would be on the swing the whole time. And when I would take her off, she wasn't having it. Whenever there's a change in routine, whenever there's a change of home, she struggles. So I use Valor specifically on Sophia right now in this season, consistently and almost obsessively. Next one, brain power. I used to use brain power a lot until I found Kids Sense Genius. They do exactly the same thing. Kids Sense Genius actually is diluted already, and it's just amazing. I've been using it this week particularly because they have testing. So I don't use it all the time, but when they're having testing, I layer it on the back. Again, their brainstem must be on fire because I layer it back here and on their wrists because I know they'll be like smelling it, and I just like those areas. So brain power or Genius, highly recommended. But again, it's as for testing, it's for moments. Sacred frankincense or frankincense, definitely highly recommended. Again, the valor is very important, and then the frankincense, very, very important. Please Google frankincense. Just Google it. It's amazing. You can read studies, you can read testimonies, you can read amazing stuff, but I drop it on the girl's head. Great for just, autism is a big problem with inflammation of the brain, inflammation of the body. I mean, it's just overabundance because of the toxins they're exposed to, and their little sensitive bodies just freak out. So I use a lot of frankincense to help support their bodies without saying too much there. Now, another one that I highly recommend, the Valor, the frankincense, and this one, the vetiver. The vetiver, it's thick, it's very grounding, it's very woodsy. They used to use it in men's cologne, so you can kind of see where that it's going to have like a very woodsy smell. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Great for ADHD, hyperactivity, focus, sleep, anything sensory integration issues, sensory regulation. It is just amazing. It breaks the blood-brain barrier. We talked about that a little bit. It's just awesome. It's awesome. And I just strongly recommend it for grounding and anything like that. Now, if you're on a budget, because some of these oils can be pricey, some are not so pricey, but if you're on a budget, okay, and you really need to start with one oil, cedarwood. The cedarwood is wonderful. You get a big old bottle, very inexpensive. It smells strong like the woods. I mix it with lavender all the time because by itself it is tough. I can handle it. I love it. I can use it on its own, but I love wood. I love woodsy. This is like dirty woodsy as opposed to the vetiver, which is woodsy. But cedarwood is really great. So I strongly recommend it. It helps with melatonin. It helps with serotonin. It helps with sleep, relaxation. And it's just, I use it in every blend that has to do with calming. I use it in every blend that has to do with stress. I use it with every blend that has to do with sleep. So you can see, you can use it with everything. Extremely affordable, that bottle. Highly recommended. Juvaflex is one that is for the liver. If you need some serious detoxing or cleaning or help the body, to detox the liver, help itself, Juvaflex is going to give it that boost and that pump and that support. I use it occasionally when, let's say my girls have eaten a lot of nonsense and it's been one of those weeks that we were really busy and they did a lot of things and they ate not things that I enjoy. Well, I enjoy them, of course, but they taste delicious, but they're not things that we should be eating consistently. I'll do the Juvaflex. I'll rub it right after their shower. I'll rub it right over their abdomen, maybe for a week, every day, just to, give that liver a little help and support it and ease on through the way, So that's for, specific things. If you want to try the Juvaflex, or anyone that's trying to quit any addiction, smoking or alcohol, this helps get all that out of the body. It helps get them back on track and helps with the addiction, you know what I mean? Get it out of your body soon. Lavender. It's a Swiss Army knife. It's awesome. It's wonderful. I highly suggest you include this every day, all day. It's consistently calming. You want to keep it in your kitchen because when you're cooking, you can have some accidents, and this guy is amazing on your skin. If you don't like lavender, I feel sorry for you because it's awesome. I've met people that don't like lavender. It's not that they don't like it; their body just doesn't like it. So, and that happens with some of these oils. So lavender, highly recommended. Concentration, calm, relax, sleep, anything like that. Thieves is for immune. Special needs kids struggle with their immunity. They're immune. My daughters were in the NICU for a long time. Alexandra's intubated for a very long time. And so her lungs struggle. She has asthma sometimes. Before the oils, she was on Pulmicort. She was on prednisone, and she was on albuterol consistently. She had pneumonias consistently. Little by little, over the years, I would say now for the last 2 years, haven't given her albuterol, haven't given her Pulmicort, haven't given her prednisone, and she hasn't had pneumonia. She barely ever gets sick. If she gets a fever, I put the oregano on her feet. The fever goes away. And a big part of it has to do with the thieves. The thieves, I did it every day on their feet. I would diffuse it all the time. I was a maniac with thieves. All my cleaning supplies have the thieves. So when they're taking a shower, the cleaning supplies I used on the floor has thieves. So it's going into their feet and giving them a boost. Yes, my cleaning supplies boost my kids' immune system. Nobody else can say, unless you're in Young Living or using toxic-free, chemical-free cleaning products, you can't say that. So yeah, I want you to get the whole picture that it's not just oils that you're diffusing, it's oils that you have in every square foot of your house, literally. So thieves, Google why we got the name of thieves, Google why it's important. Rosemary, lemon, eucalyptus, clove, and cinnamon. That's all I gotta say, amazing. Now, there's a lot of other oils I'll briefly go on. If you're an oiler and you're already using oils, these are some other oils you want to look at in using with your kids. Copiaba, awesome stuff. Google it. Patchouli smells like soil, and it is amazing. I've learned because, again, you'll learn which oils work really well on your kids. And I got back to patchouli this last week, and I had forgotten how well it works. So on Sophia in particular, I'm back to the patchouli, and that's her oil. So I'm gonna start using it every day with her. Frankincense, I told you how awesome. Bergamot. You always want to use a citrus with special needs kids because it's uplifting, it's positive, it's cheery, the same way we feel when we smell oranges. So you want to have some type of citrus. Bergamot is my top citrus oil to use for fear, anxiety, PTSD. Let me say again, PTSD. It's amazing, the bergamot. So if you make a blend, include it. If you're diffusing, include it. Lemon myrtle, it's the other big citrus oil that I highly recommend. You can use orange, lemon, citrus fresh, all of those. They will work in the same way, but I particularly like these two. Clarity, I'm using this week also with the Genius because of testing. I use Clarity for me whenever I speak. For me, I use Valor and Clarity all the time whenever I'm doing a class, especially when there's live people in front of me. I have to use those two oils because I freak out. Peace and Calming is great, and if you just want to get the Reconnect kit, it's great. Also, it has 4 great oils. If you're already an oiler and you want to go ahead and get the Reconnect to gift somebody that has a special needs kids, to gift a family member that's dealing with, it has 4 amazing oils in that kit, so you can go ahead and look into that. Now, if you have a premium starter kit, or you're going to get a premium starter kit, or you want to, I strongly recommend you getting this to help your household and your children immediately. With the kit, you can get rid of, you can ditch and switch so many things. You can attack so many different areas. You can attack the area of the detoxing of your children to help them get all the heavy metals, all the bad toxic chemicals out of their body with the premium starter kit. You can start cleaning your home and ditch and replace the cleaning products in your house with the starter kit. And you can also help support your body. You can help support your children's body, and you can help living a lot healthier lives with this kit, you know. So that's why I started with the kit, because I wanted to attack a lot of different areas at once. I wanted to get rid of my cleaning products. I wanted to get rid of my plugins. I wanted to get rid of, you know, the soaps and the things that, you know, I was exposing my daughters to, along with supporting their bodies to get rid of the nasty, and then supporting their organs to help doing what it needs to do to get healthier, to produce more white blood cells, to, you know, do what it needs to do. So the premium starter kit has these oils. It just changed, so it doesn't include one of these, but they changed it to 2 amazing ones. So the premium starter kit includes the frankincense, like I told you. Instead of the copieba, it actually has Valor, that one that I told you that you need to have. And it also has the Peace and Calming, which is amazing from babies to teens to adults. It's just a wonderful smelling oil. It includes the citrus fresh that you can use to clean your house, put in your garbage. You can use it to help clean your clothes and freshen your clothes. You can use it to help keep your children more happy and more alert. The lemon detox, just in the water. I use it for cleaning. It takes the oil and the nasty off pots and pans. I use it to remove any stickers that are stuck on glass or any slime that's anywhere. So I use my lemon specifically for the cleaning. The Thieves, which I didn't put here, also comes in the kit. And that's the other one that replaces all the cleaning supplies. The lemon and the Thieves come in the kit. I'm not kidding. I'm serious. Lavender comes in the kit. Oh yeah, there's Thieves. I don't know why I didn't see it. The lavender comes in the kit. The peppermint comes in the kit. So also, if your kids struggle with any type of muscle issues where they need that extra support, the kit also comes with Panaway, which has, like it sounds, it used to be called Pain Away, but we changed it to Panaway for certain reasons of the FDA. But you can imagine what that can do for you. So I strongly recommend the Premium Starter Kit. It also comes with a diffuser, so the plugins can be gone. The air fresheners can be gone. The candles can be gone. And the Premium Starter Kit, so you guys know, if you add up the 12 oils and you add up the diffuser and you add up the lifetime membership, it's about $400. The Premium Starter Kit, if you reach out to whoever sent you the video or sent you to this class, they can set you up right away with the kit. Comes within a week or sooner, because you can have it overnight and it can be in your house tomorrow. Or you can reach out to me if I'm the one that sent you this video, and I'll show you quickly how you can get this kit immediately. So by next week, you can already start this whole wonderful process, or in a couple days if you want to go ahead and overnight it. I did that because sometimes, I mean, I'm talking from a point of a special needs mom, so I can say it. Sometimes you're desperate. And again, these oils changed my life, but they didn't change my life when I received the kit. You know, yes, I started diffusing. Yes, I started using them, but they didn't change our lives overnight. And has it changed our lives 3.5 years later? You better believe it. It has changed it dramatically in the most positive way. So again, the consistency of this is key. The understanding and the knowledge of this is key. You won't get your starter kit from me or the person that's sending it. You're going to get it from directly from Young Living. What you're going to get from me or the person that sent you this video is the help, you know, of cracking open the kit. Or if you don't get the kit and you just want lavender and valor, or you just want lavender and vetiver, you can still just get that. You don't have to get the kit. I'm going to talk briefly about the supplements. You can just get one supplement. But we will show you how to get it directly from Young Living, very quickly delivered to your door, and you can trust it. I get all my stuff delivered because I don't have time to go to Whole Foods and start Googling, okay, is this really pure? Is this really clean? I get my shampoos, my cleaners, my detergents, my oils. I get my wheat. I get, you know, I get a bunch of my supplement, most of my supplements. I get a couple other ones from other places, but they just make it easy. There's no questions. I don't have to research. I can just go to Young Living, go to my order it. It comes monthly. I have my monthly order because I order every single month. I have my monthly order that I change every month. And then because I order every single month, I get free oils from Young Living. I get free points from Young Living. So whenever I want to try something new, I don't even use my own money. I use my points because they accumulate there every month just from me ordering. So if I want to try a new supplement, or if I want to try a new shampoo or soap that Young Living has, I use my free points. So, and then since I order, I know it's weird, it's crazy to think, but I swear it's true. I'll show you. But since I order every month, I'll get a random free oil every month. One that I probably never tried. Maybe it's one I have tried, but every month they let you try a free oil because they just want us to live healthier lives. So it's just a wonderful thing. And if you're already a member and you don't know about that monthly order thing, please just let me know, or the person, and then they'll set you up. You can change it every month. You can get out of it whenever you want. There's no, it's just great. And they give you free stuff. So going back to that, sorry, I side-reeled there a little bit. So supplements. Supplements are very important with special needs kids. Again, I had to get very creative starting with supplements a few years ago. My daughters, again, have the sensitive palate. They're very, they have ODD. They're oppositional defiant disorder. So if I say yes, they say no. If I say up, they say down. If I say in, they say out. So I've had to get really creative and use a lot of psychology, reverse psychology, and how to get them to use these things. Luckily, after all this time, I've gotten them to swallow pills. But it was a process. So I encourage you to try your best to get these supplements in their bodies somehow. I hid them everywhere. I hid them in yogurts, in applesauce, in honey, in candy. I've hid these supplements in everything I could. Why are supplements important? Because everybody, even adults, their digestive system is in shambles. It's in pieces. We're not eating the right food, and then what we're eating is destroying our probiotics, it's destroying our enzymes. And so the food, our intestines are super long for a reason. It needs time to digest all the foods and let them permeate into the body when they're ready. But these foods that we're eating and these toxins and all these other things, what's happening is the foods are breaking through the intestinal wall before they're supposed to, and our bodies are attacking it because it doesn't know what it is. Our bodies were designed to run perfectly, and if their food is not digested in the proper way, it gets out before it's supposed to, and our body attacks it, causing inflammation, irritable bowel, autism, just all these, diseases and illnesses that people are struggling with. So supplements. I There's a bunch of supplements you can give your children and you can eat, but these are my 4 go-tos that I have to give it to them at least 4 times a week. That's my thing. 4 times a week, this has to be in their body. The multivitamins. These are chewable. They're big. They're berry. They taste good. I've eaten them. So your kids will like them. They are vitamins. So if your kids don't like chewing things, you can hide them and crush them in their smoothie. You can find ways. The Omega Gi's, I used to give them these. You open them up. It has liquid. If you're already giving your kids omega-3s and 6, which, again, I'm sure you've heard about that if you have special needs kids, you need to give them an omega-3 and 6 that has a CoQ10. Very, very important. This Omega Gi's has it, so I recommend this for your children. You can hide that in anything they're eating. It's a pill with liquid, so I strongly recommend that. I give my daughters Enfamol. I get it on Amazon. It's a 3 and 6. It's a pill. They love it. It also has a CoQ10. The probiotics, even though my daughters can swallow pills like the Life 9, which is awesome. I wish they would take the Life 9 because it's even packed more of probiotics. But they love the Mighty Pro. It tastes like candy. They'll eat 2 or 3 sometimes. I'll eat 2 or 3 of them sometimes. So this is the easiest way to get your kids to eat probiotics. They will love it. I highly recommend it. Little packets. I have it here, but we're out. And so strongly recommend that too. And then the last supplement that I strongly recommend are enzymes. My daughters love the taste of these enzymes more than they like the multivitamins. So I give it to them probably 3 times a week so that they can help their digestion. I mean, it's really, really great. The water we drink, the toothpaste that you're probably using has fluoride in it. The bottled water has fluoride. The antibiotics that are overprescribed have horrible things that kill your good probiotics. So we need extra probiotics. We need extra enzymes, like I said, to really break down the foods so our body doesn't freak out and gets inflammation. Our bodies need to digest these foods. So if you have anyone that you know that has a Down syndrome child or adult, let me know and I can send this to you. These are a lot of different recommendations for kids with Down syndrome. And so that is at the end of this. But I want to end with the fact that, again, I know I've said a few times that, you know, us oilers, you're going to see us everywhere popping up, and we're really obsessive. And it's not because we want to sell oils or these things really work. It's amazing the different stories and testimonies from the 4 years that I've been just exposed to Young Living oils. It is unbelievable. And I love sharing this to people because, again, I can't change what I exposed my children to. I can't change, you know, how they were born and how they came into this world, but I can change what they're being exposed to in our home now. I can also help other people. Just go grab the Google search engine and start Googling Young Living essential oils and their benefits. You know, I also highly recommend you don't just buy the kit from Young Living or just go straight to Young Living to buy anything. You want to have the person next to you that, either if it's me that sent you this video or whoever sent you to this class or sent you the link, that person is there to help you through, especially the first 3 months. Okay, because if you just buy it, yes, you're going to have the oils, and yes, you can go ahead and diffuse and Google, but you're going to want someone right by your side to say, oh my goodness, my child has fever, what can I do? Oh my goodness, my child got a stomach virus. Oh, my child's struggling in school with this. What do you recommend? And that person may not have every single answer. They will definitely have their own personal testimonies and love and desire to help because of what Young Living Oils have done for us and how we want to help people. But they will also reach out to the community and find out exactly how they can help you and what's needed. So You don't want to get your oils from a store. You don't want to get your Young Living oils even from the Young Living site. You want to reach out to me or the person that recommended you, because they're really going to help guide you and instruct you to see what you need. Maybe you don't need the starter kit. Maybe you really need some supplements. Maybe you don't need supplements. Maybe you really want to start cleaning your house and you want the detergent and you want the dish soap. You know, maybe you want, to lose weight and you want to start doing that. We have a whole healthy lifestyle and how you can do the sleek system in a natural way and help maintain your weight. So again, in order to get all that, you have to reach out to the person that sent you this. I'm not sure if I told you real quick about the kit. If you do want the starter kit, again, strongly recommended. It's over $400 value that you're getting for $165. Why? Because Young Living stands by their integrity and their purpose of getting oils in every single household, because that means that toxic chemicals are being taken out and less people are getting sick. So again, I hope you enjoyed this class. Please feel free to reach out to me if you would like this document. I cannot post it on social media or anything like that, but feel free to reach out to me. I would gladly send it to you, or you can reach out to the person that sent you this link. And they can go ahead and send it to you as well. But I hope that I didn't go too far. I don't know how long I've been talking, but I hope this helped you somehow. If you have any questions of what I've done with my children specifically, whether different therapies or different oils or different ways I've helped them, please reach out to me. You can reach me out to me in social media through private message. I can send you my phone number, however you like. But I hope that you enjoyed this class. I hope that it helped you in some way understand oils, or just help you understand how you can help support your children a little bit better with their symptoms and their needs. Hope you have a great night. See you soon.